Hey, what a great trip that was, huh? Down to the Gulf Coast. You know, that was a simple project in that Bay St. Louis patio, but what a difference it made. And I didn't mind those crawfish either. Now, I've got another great project for you, also an outdoor project, that's going to be just as easy, and it won't require you to complete that CB training course to do it. We're going to build an outdoor planter, and we're going to use a material that you often think of as plumbing material, this plastic PVC pipe. Now, the way it's going to work is we're going to take sections of this pipe, connect them together with fittings like this. As a matter of fact, you take a look at the drawing right here. It's a three-tiered design. So when we get the frame finished, we're going to set in 3 of these plastic planters, just like this one. As I said, inexpensive, simple to make. So let's get started. Now, for this project, we're going to have to cut several pieces of this plastic pipe to exactly the same length. So we're going to make up a jig to do that out of 2 pieces of 1x3 lumber. Actually, what I'm going to do is make an L-shaped sort of fixture out of this. So lay this piece right on top.
I'll nail the boards together, clamp them to the workbench, and then cut a slot through both boards.
Now, in effect, what I've made right here is a small miter box. So let's say, for example, I want to cut my first pieces 12 inches long. I'll put my tape measure right in that groove, in the saw groove there. Come back here, I'll mark 12 inches, like that. Take a piece of scrap wood, put the end of it right on that mark, and clamp this in place. This is called a stop. Now I can take my pipe, lay it in the jig or the miter box here, put the end of it right up against this stop, drop my saw down into that kerf that I made earlier, and cut this off. Now, no matter how many of these I cut, they're all going to be the same length. And what's just as important is that the ends are going to be perfectly square. Every time, exactly the same length. Okay, now we're going to have some fun. We're going to assemble this planter. We're going to do that by using fittings and this pipe, all of which has been cut to length now. We're going to begin with this frame into which the planter is going to sit. We've got 1, 2, 3 of these. They're essentially rectangles. So for those, we will need 4 corner pieces. These are 3-way elbows, just like that. And we'll need 4 straight pieces, 2 long ones and 2 short ones. So we're going to glue these 2 things together, and we'll be using 2 materials right here. Primer, which is this purple stuff here, and we're just going to go around the pipe twice, inside the fitting twice with the primer. This is the adhesive right here, cement, same thing, around the pipe twice, around the fitting twice. And then we're going to just put these 2 together like that. Give them 1/4 turn, hold them for just a second, and our pipe joint is welded.
It takes only a matter of minutes to assemble all 3 frames.
Now we can actually begin to connect these together with these vertical pieces right here. This is kind of like, building with an erector set or Lego, something like that. This, by the way, would be a great project for kids. You could do the cutting for them, and they could do the assembly. Okay, now this is going to be our top frame right here. So what we've got is we've got all of this up through here. Now I'm going to put on the back piece right here.
I've turned the planter upside down in order to install the rear legs, as well as the base, which I've assembled separately.
Now this is a little bit tricky because I've got to glue all 4 of these legs at the same time. So I want to just kind of do a little test here. Be sure everything looks pretty good. All right, that looks like it's going to line up all right. But I won't have much time for this, so I'm going to go real fast here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. Put it up on top. Get those legs on there. Come on. Let's get a few seconds left here. Get everything started. Come on down. Okay, legs. Come on down, legs. Come on down. Okay. Down. They're down. I'm going to flip this over now so I can press down on these. I think we did it.
Well, a couple of coats of spray paint, some good quality potting soil, and of course, some plants, and our project is complete.
Well, how about that, huh? Oh, I know what you were thinking. Now, how can he make a good-looking planter out of PVC pipe? But you know, I think this turned out pretty nicely. And one thing I especially like about this is it's almost maintenance-free outdoors. Everything here is plastic. If you'd like some more information on how to build this planter or that retractable awning, be sure and check our website, ronhazelton.com. And tune in next week for more projects and more house calls.